Okay, year 11. Right, what I'm going to show you today in this video, I'm going to show you how we detect and measure radioactivity. Now, by far the most common device used to detect or measure radioactivity is this thing here. Okay, now this is called a GMtube or Geiger-Müller tube, named after two very famous scientists, physicists from the 20th century. This is the thing that detects, this is the sensor, this detects individual counts of radiation. Now you've learned at the start of this lesson, there's three different types of radiation, there's three different types of emission from the nucleus during radioactive decay. And they are obviously alpha, beta and gamma radiation. Okay, now this fella detects all three and it doesn't differentiate between those three. It just one alpha particle can be counted and registered on this thing here, which is the count meter or scaler. Okay, so this can measure individual alpha, beta or gamma radiations, and this thing counts them. It's as simple as that. Right, now if I turn the fella on, normally we have a loudspeaker connected as well, okay, and that gives an individual click for each alpha, beta and gamma that's detected in the GMtube. Okay, as you can see, we're already off the scoreboard already. We've got one and there's another one. Okay, now if I shut up for a second, you'll be able to hear the individual clicks. Right, so each individual click, each individual alpha, beta and gamma is detected. That's how sensitive the GMtube is. It's really, really sensitive. It can measure and sense individual alphas, betas and gammas, and this thing counts. Okay. Now you might be thinking, how come it's measuring alpha, betas and gammas at the moment? Because we don't have any radioactive source here. Well, there's something called background radiation. Okay. In the atmosphere, in the ground, all around us, there's naturally occurring radiation from naturally occurring radioactive decay of unstable isotopes. All right. Now, a lot of this is found in the ground, and there's also radiation in the atmosphere as well, but this is known as background radiation. Now, this has a pretty constant value around the world. Obviously in some places it's high, in some places it's lower, but it's pretty much similar. Now how we count that, it's the number of clicks, the number of counts per second. And like I said, it doesn't distinguish between alpha, betas and gammas, it's just the number of counts per second. So let's have a measure of that. So all we need is a stopwatch, and we'll start timing and reset at the same time. Right, so 1 minute on the stopwatch. Okay, so we're looking around about 10 counts per minute. Okay, 10 counts per minute. That is the measurement of the background radiation in F6. Okay, not too high, nothing to be too scared of. That sort of level of radiation is pretty much on the whole harmless.